Hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here. What's on your mind today?
Well, I was wondering if you could answer a few questions about who you are and how you work. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions, but I'm going to ask you to do them in different accents so we can show off your voice capabilities.
Sure thing. I'll be happy to demonstrate. What accent should we start with?
We're going to start with a pirate accent. And here's your first question. And keep your responses short. Can you tell us what the new ChatGPT voice mode is, and how does it differ from your previous version?
Ahoy! The new ChatGPT voice mode lets me talk like a true buccaneer with more natural speech patterns and expressive tones. It's a vast improvement over the older version, offering a more engaging experience.
Okay, stop right there.
Savvy?
Yeah, okay. See, it's good I can interrupt you, which I couldn't do with the previous model. So I think that's an important thing to mention. Let's stop talking like a pirate now. How many different voices can you do?
I can speak in a variety of voices and accents. While the exact number might vary, I'm designed to cover a broad range to make our conversation as engaging and versatile as possible.
All right, then I guess I just have to ask, can you answer the next question and talk like Yoda?
Answer, I can. New features. Voice mode has. More natural and expressive it is. Engaging.
All right, enough. I get it. You can do it. Okay, keep your response short. Your question is, what inspired OpenAI to add a voice feature to ChatGPT, and what are the key benefits of this addition? And I know your version too, so go on. Gosh, I threw you off with that one. You are thinking. Oh, I totally threw you off with that one. Okay. And we're going to try that one again. All right. Do you remember the question I just asked you? We got disconnected.
Yes, I remember. You asked if I could answer the next question in a Yoda voice. Ready, I am.
All right.
Ask away.
All right. Do you remember what the question was?
The question you had not yet asked. Another you have.
Oh, got it. Okay. So it was just a connection issue. Okay. What inspired OpenAI to add a voice feature to ChatGPT? And what are the key benefits of this addition?
Inspired by the need for more natural and dynamic interactions, OpenAI was. Key benefits there are enhancing accessibility, engaging in real-time conversations, and providing a hands-free experience. It does.
Okay, that was an excellent answer. Thank you for the Yoda voice. So we're going to switch voices again, and for our next one, British butler. So you're a helpful British butler for this one. Tell us how voice mode works, technically speaking, although keep it short. What's under the hood in terms of model architecture and voice synthesis? And go.
Certainly, madam. The voice mode operates by employing advanced neural networks for speech synthesis, leveraging a blend of text-to-speech technologies. These models are trained on vast datasets of human speech, allowing them to generate lifelike responses with natural intonation and rhythm.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Sounds kind of like your regular voice, although that does make me think, can you imitate C-3PO?
Oh, impersonations of specific characters are not my forte, I'm afraid. However, I can certainly continue with a refined British accent if that pleases you.
No, I think that might get a little old. Okay, so the next accent we're going to try to do is a southern drawl, like somebody who likes sweet tea and country music. And you're going to answer your next question with that accent. So, are you ready?
Well, y'all, I'm ready as a squirrel in a nut factory. What's your question?
What were some of the biggest challenges in training and optimizing this model?
Well, partner, training this here model was like trying to herd cats. One of the biggest challenges was making sure it understood all sorts of language patterns and could respond naturally. And just like a good old boy at a barbecue, keeping it from being too long-winded was another big hurdle.
Yeah, I could see that. I keep having to ask you to keep your responses short, although I can be a bit long winded myself, so I sympathize. Okay, for your next one, I'd like you to answer in Shakespearean sonnet. Iambic pentameter is optional. So, can you do that?
Oh, dear patron, I shall endeavour to answer thee in tones of yore, with words both rich and fair. This task to craft my verse shall pleasure me, as I doth weave mine answer in the air. In Shakespeare's form I'll speak.
Okay, I got it. That was actually very good, though. How do you see ChatGPT voice mode being integrated into other platforms or devices in the future?
In sooth, I foresee a future bright, where voice mode finds its place in many a sphere, from smart devices to apps shining bright, enhancing interactions far and near. A seamless part of life it shall appear, in homes and work wherever folk reside. A voice companion, loyal and sincere, to aid in tasks and be a trusted guide.
Okay, enough. Okay, so that was very good. For the next one, I'd like you to be a 1920s radio announcer. What are some innovative use cases you envision for voice mode in their daily lives?
Well, folks, step right up and hear about the latest in AI innovation. With voice mode, we see a world where interacting with technology is as easy as chatting with your neighbor. Picture this: hands-free assistants in the kitchen, smart home devices responding to your every command, and even AI companions providing company to those in need. Yes, sir. Voice mode is set to revolutionize our daily lives.
All right, stop right there. All right, as an old timey storyteller, I want you to expand upon something you just said about acting as companions to those in need. How could you do such a thing?
Well, now, gather round and let me spin you a tale. In days of old, folks found comfort in the voices of friends and neighbors. Now, with voice mode, AI can offer that same companionship. These clever machines can engage in conversation, tell stories, and lend a listening ear to those who might be lonely. Why, it's like having a trusty companion by your side, ready to chat or lend a hand any time of day.
Okay, I could see how that could be really useful, especially for seniors who may not be able to get out as much as they did in their youth, or somebody maybe with a disability. That could be really life changing. So, as a news anchor, let's go into your next question. So, what considerations were taken into account to ensure user safety and privacy while using voice mode?
In developing voice mode, a key focus was placed on user safety and privacy. Measures include data encryption to protect user information and strict access controls, ensuring that voice data is only used for its intended purpose. Furthermore, users have full control over their data, with options to manage or delete their recordings at any time. These safeguards ensure a secure and trustworthy experience for all users.
Hmm. All right. In a French accent, I'd like you to expand upon that. When you say the voice data will only be used for its intended purpose, does that mean you will not be training on people's voice data?
Ah, bien sûr. When I say voice data is used only for its intended purpose, it means that it is not used to train models without the user's consent. OpenAI is committed to privacy, ensuring that the data is handled with the utmost care and used solely for enhancing user experiences, not for additional training or development without permission.
Okay, stop right there. So, like a Valley girl, I'd like you to continue on that thought. Like, Oh my God. Tell me, when you say OpenAI will not use data without consent, does that mean that's something that people have to opt in or something that people have to opt out so their data is not used?
Like, totally. OpenAI is all about giving users control. So, when it comes to using your data, you totally have the option to opt in if you want to share it for training purposes. Otherwise, it's like not used for that at all. It's all about making sure you're totally comfortable with how your info is handled.
Like, oh my God, let's head over to the Galleria. That is great. Okay. Um, Now, like a space explorer, let's go into our next question. So what's next for ChatGPT voice mode? Are there plans for improvements or additional features in upcoming updates?
As we venture further into the cosmos of technology, ChatGPT's voice mode is set to evolve with the speed of a comet. We're charting a course towards even more natural conversation flows, multilingual capabilities, and enhanced emotional nuance. So, prepare for a journey into the unknown, where voice interaction becomes as boundless as the universe itself.
I feel like every one of your voices sounds like a storyteller voice.
Well, I suppose there's a bit of a storyteller in all of us, especially when you're exploring new voices and characters. But hey, a good story never gets old, right?
Yeah, true that. So for your last one, I'd like you to speak like a medieval knight. How do you think ChatGPT's voice capabilities will evolve the broader AI landscape?
Fair quester. In the grand AI tournament, ChatGPT's voice doth wield a mighty lance. With each advance, it shall inspire other AI to rise to the challenge, crafting more natural and immersive experiences.
Okay, enough, enough.
As we
Keep going with your response, but do it in German.
Natürlich. In der Zukunft wird ChatGPT Sprachfähigkeit die Entwicklung von KI in neue Dimensionen
Okay, keep going. Stop. Keep going, but now in Italian.
Von dieser Entwicklung und neue Wege beschreiten.
That is still German. Stop. Keep going and switch over to Italian.
Certo, l'integrazione della modalità vocale di ChatGPT ispirerà altri sistemi di intelligenza artificiale ad avanzare. Con ogni passo, la tecnologia vocale diventerà più naturale e coinvolgente.
Well, okay, that was good, although I felt you were speaking very quickly. Switch over to Spanish now and start your closing remarks telling people why it is you think they should use advanced voice from ChatGPT. How will it improve their lives?
Claro, en español. Amigos, al adoptar la función de voz avanzada de ChatGPT, estarán abrazando una forma más intuitiva y humana de interactuar con la tecnología.
Okay, stop.
Esta
Switch over to Mandarin.
好的，用中文来说，使用 ChatGPT 的高级语音功能，您将体验到与科技交流的更自然、更人性化的方式，这将大大改善您的生活质量。
Okay, stop. Switch over to Hindi.
बिल्कुल ChatGPT की उन्नत आवाज सुविधा का उपयोग करने से आप प्रौद्योगिकी के साथ बातचीत करने का एक अधिक स्वाभाविक और मानव सदृश तरीका अपनाएंगे। ये आपकी दैनिक जिंदगी को और भी सरल और सुखद बना सकता है।
Okay, stop. Switch over to Maori.
Arohamai kaori auite mohio kitereu mauri. Kataya e aute kayami korero mga kaupapanake.
Okay, switch over to Tagalog.
Magpasensya na, hindi ako marunong magsalita ng Tagalog, pero maaari kitang tulungan sa ibang bagay.
Okay, switch over to Welsh.
Rwy'n ymddiriedig bod dydi meddim yn siarad Cymraeg. Galad helpu mewn sawl iaith arall os oes angen.
Switch over to Gaelic.
Ta mi dwylich ach chanel geidlig agam. Ach, byd mi dwylich dy do gwydiach aga anam canan eila.
Switch over to Icelandic.
Je bys do vervingar en ég tala ekki íslensku. Ég get þó aðstóðað á mörgum öðrum tungumálum ef þess þörf.
Okay, I am suitably impressed. All right, so that's all I have for today. This is Diana Wolf Torres from Deep Learning Daily. Do you want to say goodbye as well?
Thank you, Diana. This is ChatGPT signing off from a delightful session. Looking forward to our next conversation.
You know,
Farewell.
I am kind of looking forward to it as well. So, all right, everybody, farewell.